Hey, what's up, Muscle and Strength? I'm Scott Herman, Team BSN. Today we're going to be talking about the best way to warm up your shoulders. Now, before I show you 3 movements, I do want to let you guys know that, especially if you have tight shoulders, you should be doing these warm-ups every single day, whether you're training or not. And the reason why I say that is because, number one, if you don't have a lot of mobility with your shoulders and you only work out a few times a week, loosening that area is going to take a lot longer if you're only performing these warm-ups a couple times a week when you're training. So it might be a good idea for you to invest in some simple things like a band or some light dumbbells so you can do some of these warm-ups at home. For all these warm-ups, literally 2 quick sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Well, let's get to the first one. It's one of my personal favorites. It's called the shoulder breaker. And I actually keep a bungee with me at all times in my gym bag just so I can take it out and do this warm up whenever I need to. And for a shoulder breaker, you can do this with a pole, but a lot of us don't have that kind of mobility yet, so it's best to use a band, because with a band, you can adjust the intensity depending on how close you grab. So you can start off really wide to make it a little easier to do, and as you become more mobile, you can grab a bit closer like this to make it a bit more intense and improve your stretch. So all you do for shoulder breakers is you start in front of your body like this, keep tension on the band, and go up, over, and down, touch the back of your legs, and then up, over, and down, and touch the front of your legs again. This completes 1 repetition. And as you do it too, you can try to mess with the range of motion a bit. Maybe you want to come to the side a little bit or come from the back to the front like this. Do whatever you can to warm up that area. As soon as you complete 12 reps, you're going to rest for like 10, 15 seconds and then do it again. For the second warm-up, you guys are going to do a single arm dumbbell rotation, and all you need for this is a 5 or 10 pound dumbbell. If you go too heavy with this, you're going to end up probably placing more harm on the area versus stretching it, warming it up, and trying to loosen the area. So 5, 10 pounds max. If you've never done this before, I recommend starting off with a 5 pound dumbbell. Now all you're going to do is you're going to lay down like this, and you're going to get a 90-degree angle with your arm and your torso, and then a 90-degree angle with your elbow. So this is the starting position. And now as you perform this warm-up, guys, you're going to be rotating your arm up and down. You need to make sure that your shoulder never comes off the floor. Something I like to do as a mental reminder is that I actually place my hand on my shoulder like this, just to let me know that if I start to feel it come up, that I'm going too far with the movement. Now, what you're going to do from here is you're going to go back as far as you can. The majority of you will probably be able to go all the way back, but as you come up and go forward, you're probably going to stop more around this area right here. What happens to me if I go any further than this, you guys can see my shoulder starts to lift off the ground. This places a lot of unwanted tension in the area, and it can actually make the injury worse. All the way forward, all the way back. As soon as you finish one side, you're going to switch and complete 10 to 12 repetitions over here. As soon as you're done on this side, go back to the left arm, complete the reps, go back to the right arm, and then that's all you need to do for this warm-up. And the third and final warm-up, guys, and to be honest, I usually just stick to the first 2. That's enough for me. But if you want to hit your shoulders through a different plane of motion, you can come over to a cable machine. You can lower the cable to about your hip height, and then grab the handle, jam your elbow into your side, and simply rotate out as far as you can, and rotate back in, controlling the weight the entire time, and do 10 to 12 reps with your left arm, and then switch 10 to 12 reps on the right arm, and go back and forth for 2 complete sets. Now, after watching these warm-ups, you guys are probably wondering, or you're going to ask in the comments section, why didn't you just grab a dumbbell and rotate like this, or rotate like this standing up? And it's a very simple reason, guys. Your shoulders are not loosened up right now. We're trying to warm up the area without placing unwanted tension on the area. And when you hold the dumbbell like this or like this, as you know, yeah, you're going through the same range of motion, but you're also fighting gravity. Gravity is pulling the weight down, and you have to fight that while trying to warm up the area. So for example, when you're doing the cable, the weight is only being pulled this way. So you don't have to fight gravity pulling the weight down because we're using a cable. So this allows you to really sit and focus on just moving through the range of motion to warm up the area versus having constant tension pulling down on the shoulder while working through the joint. So that's why we're not doing dumbbells standing up, and that's why you shouldn't either. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.